for the Rad Bad and Sad Show all night long.
We'll just call that the intro. That's the official intro. All right, here it is. This is the London City Hall. It's in London.
It's in London.
How about that?
Last time I checked, the London City Hall was in London.
That's right.
It's a good place to put it.
And it's by Sir Norman Foster.
The one and only.
That's right.
Mr. Apple Donut.
Mr. Apple Donut. That's true. Yeah. He's got a lot of little babies around the world.
Speaking of babies, this looks quite like an egg, if you will.
Yeah,
I mean,
does.
it's hard to not say.
It looks like a
It's like a louvered egg.
a wonky egg.
It's like if an 80s Venetian blind and an egg had a baby together.
Oh, that's interesting. Scandal.
Exactly.
Wow. Who knew?
80s scandal.
That'll be the next sort of political frontier about, equal rights for Venetian blinds and eggs so they can marry.
So they can procreate.
We're on the forefront. You heard it here first.
I'm a big fan of Venetian blinds, but a lot of people are not.
Are you okay with them marrying?
Sure. Yeah.
I saw a thing recently where a woman wants to marry a Tetris game, so you might like a game of Tetris. Like you can go have a sort of public ceremony to have a partnership with an inanimate object. There's people who have fetishes.
So, but you're saying not Tetris the game itself, but
the
it was
actual
a thing.
The cartridge.
Oh, like the Game Boy cartridge.
So at the end of this episode, should you decide that this is just the one for you, you could try to we could hold a ceremony. You could marry this building.
There are people that are that want to marry buildings.
Yeah.
They have this weird, obsession, attraction to buildings.
Yeah, like roller coasters and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, there's even people that just obsess over buildings. I don't know this particular one, but they literally someone wanted to marry the Empire State Building or something.
It's on the internet.
just like this.
Like us. So this guy, the warped egg, the Venetian hatch.
What's up with that ball over there?
Oh yeah.
You think that's did he decide to put that thing there?
Is that a dropping?
It's dropping from the building.
It's kind of fun in sort of a composition with everything else, but it almost needs to be a little bit bigger. It almost feels like something you don't want to pull, but like a little crank.
Yeah, you pull it and then the one thing.
And then the egg spins around and
and then a monkey brain comes out. It's like some Indiana Jones thing.
Monkey
and it
brain.
makes a noise. It's like,
it's what's for dinner. Monkey brain.
Exactly. The other crazy thing is this sort of interior moment. Mm-hmm. It's got this whole yin and yang thing. This thing is going into the ground. This thing is coming
popping
out of the ground. It's almost like
it's true.
The male and the female, sort of like the hole and the phallus or whatever.
It's almost like the sort of bidet in the toilet. It's like the sort of the thing that spouts out. It's almost kind of phallic, and then this toilet thing.
It's the dildo in the toilet.
This looks like it's still it's circling down the drain.
Well, then there's that crazy weird sculpture thing that looks like a strange snake.
Yeah.
It's sort of mimicking this sort of flushing of the toilet.
When I initially saw this building, I was like, I like that. And now that I sort of connect that it looks like a snake, I kind of hate it. I hate snakes.
I don't actually have anything against snakes. I just hate that thing.
If you live in California when you're younger, you kind of sometimes acquire a fear of snakes because they're kind of in your backyard and stuff. Many places around. But anyway, so I have a thing with snakes.
Well, that whole building could arguably be the front of a snake.
Yeah.
It's a great big front snake head.
Well, you're toast, kid. No way you're getting a rat out of me.
It's a front snake.
Yeah. You're ruined.
That's what Norman Foster said. He said, I want to put a big front snake right here.
Right. It looks like some kind of coiled up cobra that's just ready to...
Yeah, it's like a front and a coil at the exact same time.
You know what I need then? I need some one of those clarinets. This is the most architectural clarinet ever. By the way, I haven't used this probably in 10 years.
Get rid of that thing.
That's right.
No one uses those. You're dating yourself.
That's right. That's right. Well, we get
what do you think London Bridge thinks about this building?
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's too bad we can't talk.
Do you think he's
London
jealous?
Bridge. I think he's jealous. Yeah.
It's
no, because he's like, I've got two.
They're twins. Yeah, they are twins. They're like the twins that are dressed up just alike.
Yeah.
The mom sends them out in the same outfit every night. And then as I grew older, they're just like, let's just keep it up.
Yeah.
You know? But now they have this new neighbor who's like kind of like antagonistic, you know, a little bit weird, parties a lot.
A little bit weird.
Leaves his toys out, and this little black exercise ball.
He sleeps with a snake.
Yeah. Yeah.
He digs a hole in the ground.
Right.
It's almost, you know what it makes me think? It's almost like a deck of cards that's like round, you know, and kind of like pushed it.
That's interesting. Like it's mid-shuffle.
Yeah.
You know, like when people are shuffling, you can kind of see the separation as they're kind of like recalibrating together.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is it reacting to the river? Why is it leaning? Why is it going that way?
It's probably, I mean, it's in England. It's probably leaning towards whatever bit of sun it can find, which is very little. You know how you like see plants that you grow that are in a place that doesn't have much sun, and they're just like desperately like reaching for some kind of like little bit of photosynthesis, just gasping.
So there's only lights on the upper levels.
Yeah. The lights are cool. I like the sort of like the striping kind of lights that sort of like, they tend to like fade out. It's almost like a volume control, the old sort of like digital equalizers.
Oh shit!
You know, like, but it would go all the way up, and kind of starts to fade. That's not as bright over here as it is over there. Mm-hmm. So, if this is an equalizer, what kind of music do you think this building likes?
Oh, elevator music. Just like the worst elevator music you've ever.
Really low.
But no, not the worst elevator music. It's somehow like modern elevator music that's almost a little techno-y or something. But it's still kind of annoying.
It's like math rock.
Yeah.
Math rocky elevator music, like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, but not as cool as Kraftwerk.
It's like that kind of elevator music that would literally drive you crazy.
Yes, exactly.
If you were stuck in an elevator.
Yeah, because regular elevator music you could probably handle being stuck in an elevator for 2 years, but this elevator music, you would like it at first, and then it would kill you.
It would probably drive you crazy. It's almost like being in an MRI or something. It's just like,
I strangely like being in an MRI.
I do not.
It was very soothing.
You like snakes in MRI. I like neither of those.
I like snakes in an MRI. I was like, I'm getting an MRI. Can I bring my snake?
I'm sick of these goddamn snakes in this MRI.
That's got to be the next movie. That would be so good. Just him in an MRI machine with some snakes. Done.
You know what's cool? On the side of this building, there's like a lightning bolt, like a sort of like almost like a Ziggy Stardust lightning bolt thing there, where it's kind of like starting to kind of break away, and that's the one part of the egg that's like holding it together, where everything else is starting to
that's like the shell, and this is like all the slice. Yeah, it's almost like a sliced deviled egg.
Yeah. Or like almost like you'd almost kind of think about the ribbony kind of Venetian blind, as we said, kind of elements being like pulled off of something. It's like revealing. It's like an unraveling Russian doll, where there's another one in there that's kind of being revealed. There's a kind of little glass skirt thing down below, or that's like some kind of weird that's its teeth that are just all the way around.
It's a grill.
The really that thin. Grill. Like kind of rabbit
nice
teeth. Nice
grill, Norman.
Yeah, nice. You got snake in your teeth again, kid.
What if Norman Foster just showed up with a grill? That would be amazing.
Totally.
That would be so amazing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, speaking of elevators, I don't know that this. I mean, I guess this building has an elevator, but almost like it must be.
Are we talking about elevators?
Yeah, we're talking about elevator music.
Oh.
Anyway, you probably don't remember because it was like 30 seconds ago.
I thought we were just talking about elevator music. That doesn't mean we're talking about elevators.
But I love to kind of think about this sort of like you go down that little toilet bowl thing, and like you literally have to go down 3 levels before you even get back up to ground level to get back up to like if you wanted to get to the top, you got to go down 3 and then wrap your way, all the way back up. And you kind of do this big loop all the way around the building.
The elevator's doing
all of the circulation is on the outside of the building, and eventually you get to the top of it.
That's funny.
And then you can jump off and die.
Exactly, because you're going to want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you spent way too much time in a snakehead.
What else is there to accomplish in life?
Venetian snakehead.
You've scaled the Foster Mountain. I like it's kind of like in this picture. It's like a really nice like purple. It's like purple rain all over.
It's very like the sun's going down, or maybe the sun's coming up.
Yeah.
It's very romantic. But
It is.
this building is in no way, shape, or form romantic.
No, it's not. No, you're right. That's a good point, actually.
It has,
That's
it's
where-
kind of like, totally, it's very unnatural, this building. It has sort of no, it's all, even if you think about that building in the background, it's like that, maybe is unnatural, but it somehow has some natural, you can see the stone and stuff, and this is very sort of fiercely unnatural.
That's a good point, because this is the kind of building that looks really interesting and kind of intriguing at first, but it's kind of wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's something, there's something kind of like convoluted or kind of contrived about it.
It is. I think it's bad.
And then it's like the moves that it makes are almost a little bit kind of like, not predictable, but almost kind of a little bit corny.
No, I think they definitely are.
Yeah.
It's almost like this one-trick pony. It's almost like they shouldn't have chose that one.
I would like to see it get like really drunk and just.
Yeah, it would be better if like Liebetskin got involved and it was like there was a couple of them were really almost tipping off.
Yeah.
If they were like little discs and something.
Yeah. You know what else I'm thinking about? Like, in the Buckingham Palace in London, they have the beefeater guys, the stand guard.
Oh, that everyone tries to talk to.
The giant hats, those big giant fur.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like one of these guys that are just like
ones if it has been chopped,
looking over the Thames River, just kind of like.
Yeah, it's
but the hat's back.
Together.
Quite right.
For 1 year.
Quite right, sir. All right. Well, you as a skater, I bet you'd have a pretty good time on that railing, though, wouldn't it? If you didn't fall into
if you didn't fall into the pit of death.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a little bank. I mean, there's a bunch of skatable stuff.
I think you could ride all the way around that thing. I guess you'd have to get a lot of speed.
You'd have to be a very good skateboarder.
Okay. I
was never that good.
Well.
So what do you think about this building?
I'm gonna give it a sad.
All right.
I'm not gonna it could sort of veer a little bit towards bad, actually, even, and maybe that's because there's a bunch of snakes on it, and I'm biased, but I'm gonna go middle ground on this guy.
I'm gonna give it a bad.
You gonna give it a bad?
I think it's a horrible building. I think it's completely awful. It is. I guess nothing good about this building except that ball over there.
Except the purple haze that's all over.
Yeah, exactly.
That ball. The redeeming factor. That little pimple.
Yeah,
the little blackhead over there.
Yeah, the little switch to turn the building, make the building go away.
Yeah, the flush. All right. Okay, we got a bad and a sad. Over and out. That's London.
Sorry,
London City Hall for the Sir Norman Foster. We'll see you next time.
Later.